Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, do you know where a guy can get a good cheeseburger around here? Isolated Paradise is an 8.8% double New England style IPA from Arclight Brewing Company in Watervliet, Michigan. When I think of Arclight, I remember days of festivals past where I'd try their sour ales, and I think they're probably more well-known for their Soursmith Series. And what I like to do sometimes with breweries that I really don't know much about, in this case Arclight, and sours is pretty much what I relate them to, is I like to try styles that I've never had from them before. Well, this beer right here is a perfect example of that. It's a double New England style IPA. So we're going to take a look at the label and get it into a glass. But first, I'd like to thank my executive producers, Ryan Berry, Rob Santana, Eric Latowski, Brian Kramer, and Cam Freeman for helping bring this review to you today. If you'd like to become a producer, help out the channel, or just buy me a beer, take a look at my Patreon at patreon.com/draft_therapy, where you can get early access to these videos, exclusive live streams, and a few other special perks available only to patrons. One other thing that I wanted to mention about this beer is it's a collaboration with Monochrome Brewing, who are out of Chicago, but I think they're a bit of a gypsy brewer at the moment. They've collabed with Arclight on a few stouts and another double IPA that dropped pretty much at the same time. You should be seeing them on shelves now. So let's take a look at the label. On the front, it's a gray label with it looks like a wall with a piece of concrete broken out, and there's some rebar kind of sticking through the hole. There is a sunset theme, the sun setting over, an ocean with a tropical setting, and on the side in yellow it says Isolated Paradise. This on the side, you turn it over, there's another plaque that looks the same as the Isolated Paradise one. It says Arclight Brewing Company in Watervliet, Michigan, and then Monochrome Brewing, Double India Pale Ale, percent ABV, 16 fluid ounces. You notice I didn't say a percent of ABV. It's blank there. I got the ABV from Untapped, and then it lists hops, Sabro, Mosaic, and Eldorado. I just think it's kind of weird, kind of quirky that there's no percent on there. It just says percent ABV. And then I think, I may have mentioned this already, but this says canned on December 23rd, 2020. I'm recording this just after the new year, so this was just canned and put on shelves. I find the label to be really kind of cool, kind of intriguing. It really caught my eye when I took a look at it. So let's go ahead and crack this open and we'll get it into the glass. All right, so putting a nose on the can here. Wow, it has a nice citrusy, bright citrusy aroma. Definitely an IPA. Definitely has that IPA kind of aroma. Let's go ahead and pour it. Really coming out very hazy out of the can here. Collecting in the glass. I got a little bit of almost like a mango on the nose. Pouring this into the glass. Not producing a whole lot of head, as I've mentioned multiple times. Whenever I use this glass, it just produces a massive amount of head. And I'm getting about 1.5 fingers right now. White head, compact bubbles, looks really nice. If we hold it up to the light here, it is a little bit of a darker yellow. I wouldn't say orange, but it's a little bit more of a darker, like denser yellow. Not seeing through it at all. Very, very opaque, and a lot of particulate floating in the kind of bottom of this glass here. It's better put a better nose on the glass. Yeah, getting a citrus, getting a little bit of a mango. This head is really still sticking around very well. Has a bit of a zesty, citrusy peel on the nose as well. So let's go ahead and try it out. Cheers. Woo-wee! That is a lot of mango. Very juicy, very tropical. As I've mentioned again in previous New England style IPA videos, mango videos, videos of beer that have mango. Mango for me sometimes can be one of those flavors that can just be, if there's too much mango, it's almost a turnoff for me. It's almost kind of this, it morphs from this mango to this kind of, I don't know, like a beefy kind of flavor to me. This is not that. This is a nice, strong mango, but it's a very sweet mango. Very juicy. The mouth feels very soft, very pillowy, very just, it's a pleasure on your tongue. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it. If going by Untapped, this is in fact 8.8%, you couldn't tell it. You get that big mango up front. There's a bit of a citrus bitterness to it, but there's a nice sweetness maybe even almost a candied kind of pineapple / mango, just tropical flavors. Like, I instantly think of the picture that is on this can when I take a drink of this. This has a very tropical flavor to it. It has that pineapple note. It has that mango note. It has a bit of a citrusy, like a bright orangey kind of flavor as well, like a really nice, sweet, cutie, like a clementine kind of sweet orange flavor. The whole flavor throughout is just a nice sweetness, very nice lacing on the glass here as well. The head obviously did eventually dissipate, but it's just a nice kind of citrusy bomb right now, and all this kind of, you know, hazy, not necessarily beer hazy, but kind of this doom gloomy kind of, the clouds have been over, you know, overhead for so long, and having something like this is just a nice kind of breath of fresh air. It gives you that nice kind of tropical break that you need. I'm not, you know, there's nothing I can pick out of this beer that really kind of would be in the con column. Almost all of it's in the pro column. But the other thing to kind of say with that is that, you know, there's not a whole lot that is very different from what I've been tasting in most recent New England style IPAs of this sort. You know, a lot of them are very mango, very juicy, very sweet, and this one kind of follows that same formula. There's nothing in this that really sets it apart from anything, but that's fine, because sometimes you don't necessarily want something, you know, that's just going to be so far out there. But like I said, I think if I can focus on one thing that I like about this beer, is that they use that mango flavor in a really intelligent way, in my, you know, to my taste. It's not overboard. There's not too much mango. There's not too much that really kind of drowns out the other flavors. The mango is really balanced in there. It's not overpowering. The mango can sometimes introduce this bitter quality, this bitter flavor. There's even a, you know, it tiptoes that line, but it doesn't go over the line. It's just enough sweetness and enough, you know, mango in there that doesn't push it over too much. And I have to say, you know, now that Arclight is doing these, you know, they're distributing basically New England style IPAs, they're in my book, they won't just be known for sours anymore, but I still think they do an awesome job with sours, and they did do an awesome job on this New England style IPA. All right, friends, that has been Isolated Paradise from Arclight Brewing Company and Monochrome Brewing. Have you seen this one on the shelves? Have you tried it yet? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you like beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell, because I'm here talking about beer twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's all for free for viewers just like you. And you might miss your newest favorite if you're not subscribed and getting those notifications. You never know. Might be your next favorite. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, and most importantly, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.